everybody. Welcome to another episode of Drag Chat. Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Z. How's everybody out there?
This week on Drag Chat, we're taking on Face Off. This happens to be one of mine and Rosemary's favorite shows. We watch it every week. But this particular episode, the artists in Face Off, their challenge was to take male models and turn them into female Shakespearean characters, which means Face Off went drag. That's why they're on Drag Chat this week.
That's right.
In all the years that I've been watching Face Off, I don't think they've ever done a straight drag challenge like this.
No, I've never seen it. And I've been watching it since the beginning.
Yeah, I know, me too. So that's why this is going to be a lot of fun. And boy, some of those male models they had were big boys too. This was going to be a challenge and a half for sure. Now, for those of you that don't watch Face Off is a competition show where special effects artists get together and are put through challenges and are judged, and then each week one is eliminated. Now, what Rosemary and I like to do is we play a little game called Drag Cat and Drag Rat. Drag Cat are the looks that we like and that think were great. Drag Rat are the ones that we did not like and we think they need to go eat moldy cheese out by a motherfucking dumpster. So, knowing that, here we go with our Drag Cat and our Drag Rats of Face Off. All that glitters. So, knowing that, this week's challenge, as I said, was the artists had to take male models and turn them into female Shakespearean characters. Now we're going to start with the first one out on the runway, the reveal stage. And that one up first was Kevin, who had to do Joan of Arc. What did you think, Rosemary?
I did not like the Joan of Arc, unfortunately. So she was a drag rat.
I agree. Total drag rat. Had to go out and eat the molded cheese out by the dumpster. Next up was Stevie, who had to do Hippolyta. Rosemary?
I like this one. So she is a drag cat.
I gave this a drag rat.
Why?
I did not like this. The face looked like it was all wet with too much makeup, and the face color did not match the arm color or the neck color or the hand color. They were two totally different things.
Okay, you were being a little bit picky. I was looking at whether or not they actually looked a little bit feminine. So because to me she did look a little feminine, I gave her a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but to me she didn't look that feminine. She still looked like a guy to me.
Oh, okay.
He looked like so rat. Next up, we had Ben, who had Titania. What did you think?
Titania to me looked like an Amazonian woman. So again, the feminine qualities were there. So drag cat. Albeit not a very pretty lady, but still a cat.
I gave this one a drag cat also for the same reason. Looked like a woman. And you said Amazon. I think this one looked more like an Amazon than the Hippolyta one did, and she's the queen of the Amazons.
That's right.
But I agree. Drag cat because it did look feminine. It had feminine qualities to it, and that was what the challenge was. So,
that's right.
I think we agree on that one. Next up was Scott, who had Cleopatra. What'd you think?
I gave Cleopatra a drag cat. Again, he captured the femininity. She wasn't that pretty, but she was feminine, as far as, my opinion.
I gave it a drag cat too for the same reason as she was feminine, but you cracked me up when you say she was feminine, wasn't that pretty, but she was feminine. Next up we had Nora with Sycorax or Sycorax. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I gave her a drag cat because her character was very witchy. What did you think, Rosemary?
I gave her a drag rat because she was ugly. She didn't look feminine to me at all.
Well, she was a witch. I gave her the cat for the witchy part of it.
Oh, I didn't know she was a witch. Okay, then I could probably change, to a cat, but still, she wasn't feminine. She wasn't pretty. So no, I'm gonna stick to the rat.
Okay, well, witches usually aren't pretty. Well, some of them are. I mean, there was Samantha from Bewitched. She was pretty. Glinda's a pretty witch. Okay, I guess it
Yeah.
depends on whether she's a good witch or a bad witch. What kind of witch are you?
I'm a bitchy witch.
Well, as Dorothy said, I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly. All right. Next up, we had Meg. Meg, who did Queen Mab. What did you think?
I loved Queen Mab. I gave her a drag cat. I thought she carried it out perfectly. The colors were pretty. I liked it.
I gave her a drag cat too. I think it was the most feminine out of all of them, and it was beautiful. I mean,
Yes.
it was a beautiful painting, so and a beautiful creation. So, drag cat definitely. Meow. Next up, we had Evan with Hecate. What did you think? Drag cat or drag rat?
I say, butt fucking ugly drag rat. That was not pretty.
Well, I gave it a drag cat.
Interesting.
Yes, she was ugly, but she was feminine, and the challenge was to be feminine. And even the judges kept saying, this enters the world of drag. Wasn't that the whole fucking point here? They kept saying it entered the world of drag like it was a bad thing. And I'm like, that was
Right.
the whole point of this. So I know they didn't like it, and obviously you didn't like it, but I liked it. Even though she was ugly, she looked like she was dead, but she looked like a big, dead, glamorous ghost of a drag queen to me.
Okay.
So drag cat, and she gets a round from me. Okay, next up we had Ricky with Ophelia. Your thoughts?
Didn't like Ophelia. Drag rat. Wasn't pretty, wasn't feminine. Not good.
I agree with you on this one. Drag rat, talk about a hot fucking mess. I mean, oh my gosh. And he kept fucking around with the prosthetics on the face, and then they kept peeling. So like, oh, I'm gonna make it look like scabs, and I'm like, dude, it looks like shit, is what it looks like. Sorry. So moldy cheese dumpster now. Bye.
That's right. That's right.
Next up, we had Jordan with Lady Macbeth. Thoughts on this one, Miss Rosemary?
I like Lady Macbeth. She got a drag cat for me. I liked the makeup. I liked everything about it.
She got a meow drag cat from me too. I thought she looked like a woman and was very feminine. Very feminine. Especially
Yeah.
compared to some of the others. So yeah, got a drag cat there. Last but not least, we had Jasmine, who had Hermione. What'd you think?
I liked Hermione. I gave her a drag cat. I thought she captured the feminine look, but more like the other one, the Amazonian, a big muscular woman. So I liked it.
I gave it a drag cat. I mean, it was a big old woman, pregnant and everything too, but still, big woman, big guy to be transformed into a woman. I gave her a drag cat. I thought she did great. And she didn't use any prosthetics on her face. She just did it all in contouring and makeup. So
Yeah.
I give
she's
her
very
more props
talented.
for that. So
Yeah.
definitely cat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move into the bottom two. The bottom two were Ricky, who did Ophelia, and Evan, who did Hecate. Do you agree with these choices?
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay. I agree with Ricky's Ophelia being in the bottom two, but I don't agree with Evan's Hecate. I thought that was a cat. I know everybody hated it except for me, but I thought it was a cat. And their excuse that it entered the world of drag was just wrong, 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 because that is what the fucking challenge was. So I would have put Kevin's Joan of Arc in there instead.
Ah,
That would have been my bottom two, was Ricky's Ophelia and Kevin's Joan of Arc. Because that Joan of Arc, there was absolutely nothing feminine about that at all.
yep, yep, I agree.
So that would have been my bottom two.
Hmm.
Now, the top two were Stevie's Hippolyta and Meg's Queen Mab. Did you agree with these two?
Yes, I do. I agree with those two as well.
Well, I don't.
Of course.
I agree with Meg's Queen Mab being up there, but I don't agree with Stevie's Hippolyta. I did not like that Hippolyta at all. I would have put Jordan's Lady Macbeth or Evan's Hecate in there. Hecate,
Ah.
Hecate, I don't know how to say it, but you know who I mean.
Yeah.
I just think his was great. Everybody hated it. I loved it. But I thought Jordan's was much better. His Lady Macbeth was much better than Stevie's Hippolyta. So I didn't agree with the top two either. Now, the one who was eliminated out of Evan and Ricky was Ricky's Ophelia, and I think we all saw this one coming from a million miles away.
Yeah.
Do you agree with who was eliminated on the show?
Yes, I do agree with that. I do agree with the choice. Ophelia was not pretty. I mean, there was just nothing to it. I mean, I think Hagate or Hecate was uglier, so it was a toss-up between the two. But I do agree with Ophelia.
Mm-hmm. Well, I disagree. No, I'm kidding. Ha! I agree. Ricky should have gone home.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. That was a little drag cat fake out. Ah! Oh my gosh. That one was so ugly. He gets a whole pound of government cheese out by the dumpster. Anyways, the winner ended up being Maggie with her version of Queen Mab. I personally totally agreed with this. The moment that she walked out on the stage, like, bam, there's your winner, done. Everybody else just go home right now.
That's right.
What do you think?
I agree totally. It was absolutely beautiful. It was stunning. It was stunning what he did with that whole makeup. And, you know, and the time that they have to work with, he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it was really great. Really, really
Mm-hmm.
pretty. I think the fact that she was able to work, you know, the insect part into it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
helped her, you know.
yeah.
I think that was a big asset to her. But it
Mm-hmm.
was beautiful. I agreed with it. Now, every episode, Rosemary and I pick our top drag cat and our top drag rat look of the week. But seeing as how we both just agreed with their top choices as their winners and losers, I think we already have our top drag cat and drag rat. What do you think, Rosemary?
I think so. No, actually, we don't because you disagreed with me. My top drag rat was Hagette or Haggett, however you say it.
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess we do disagree. Because mine was Ricky. I liked Evan Haggett. I loved it, loved it, loved it. So
That's right.
Okay, so your top drag rat of the week was Evan's Hackett. Mine was Ricky's Ophelia. Now, what about your drag cat look of the week? Who was your best?
My drag cat look of the week was Queen Mab. I thought that was absolutely stunning.
Yep, that was my drag cat too. Well, at least we agree on that one. People are going to start to think we don't like each other. We've disagreed and agreed so much in this episode. But you know what? That's the whole point of this show. You've got someone like Rosemary who served in the armed forces, who's straight, who's a grandmother, and beautiful wife, mother. And then you got someone like me, well, we'll just leave that one alone because I don't even know where to begin. But that's the whole point of this show, is you get two total opposite sides of the coin, two opinions from two different worlds, but we both have a love for drag, and that's what it's all about, people, here on Drag Chat.
That's right. That's right.
Well, everybody, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Drag Chat. We will be back with more all things drag. Until then, you all have a great week, you have fun, and you get home safe. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at DragChat.
Follow us on Facebook.
Don't forget to subscribe by clicking below.